Hello, it's Vlogmas day 3, actually night 3. It's Sunday evening and I thought I will share with you my evening routine for today's vlog. So we'll just do a little vlog of my evening. And also I kind of had no choice but to do this with you because I woke up, I cleaned up my apartment, and then I got to editing and doing work, and now we're in evening. We're going to do a nice little Sunday evening. I always have an evening routine. I really think it's very important that we have a morning and evening routine because it keeps us organized and feeling a sense of little accomplishments and also self-care that is really necessary and needed in a more doable, achievable way every single day. So my evening routine usually starts around right now, which is 6 p.m. And I start off my evening routines with first taking my little girl, if you could see her over there, on her evening walks. That is step 1 because it's laundry day. I have a little bit of a weird outfit combo going on here, but I'm warm and cozy, and that's all that is, you know, necessary. And so I just have my sweater, and then I have this cardigan on top. This black cardigan. It's a little bit of a weird look, but it's just been me alone at home editing. So yeah, I mean, I'm very cozy, don't get me wrong. It's not terrible, but no one's going to see me because I'm about to put on, for the first time of the winter season, I'm about to put on my beloved wool coat. I'll show you her. She's gorgeous, and I'm so thankful to have this coat because not only is she gorgeous and chic and long and black and sleek, it feels like I'm wearing a heavy wool blanket outside in the cold. It is magical. So let me go get on my outdoor things and head out for Chloe's walk that she's very patiently waiting for. Definitely, yeah, staring at me. Okay, let's go. Is it time for your walk? Yes. Is it time for your walk? You have all your toys. Hey, waters. Yeah. Oh, I know. Okay. She grabbed me. She actually grabs me. Oh no, what's hanging out of your mouth? Chloe, that's my watch. Oh my god. Okay, we're getting crazy. Ooh. Chloe, that was not your most glamorous moment. Okay, now we can do, oh, that was a very nice paw. Thank you. Ah, she's back. I'm so happy. You know when you just have a go-to seasonal piece, that feeling? Let's go. I know what else we'll do. We'll go quickly window shopping because obviously I have my dog with me, so we'll go see the casino display. I still don't see what it is, but we'll see. And then we'll go window shopping and we'll see what Chanel has. Okay, let's go. Come on, Chloe. No? Chloe doesn't want to go. I don't know why. Come on, let's go. She does not want to shop. She's not in there. Let's see what Chanel has. Oh, Chloe, you love Chanel. She loves this store. I don't know why. She always wants to go into Chanel. I don't think they'll let you though. Okay, let's go. Alex, go. Disco and 60s. It's back. Chanel is very into the color and the disco vibes right now. What do you guys think? I like this coat. I actually really like this coat. The shoes. The coat's very cute. Very 70s, 60s, but also with the colorful stuff meets 60s. That's the bag I want, but a little different. Unfortunately, Chloe's really not having this. I don't know why. She gets like this sometimes. Don't worry about her. She's fine. It's nothing. It's just... I guess she was the alpha of her pack of dogs that she was born into, so she can be a little stubborn. She's kind of like her mommy, me. She likes her way, and sometimes when I take her out, she wants to go walk quickly and then leave and then go back home. This is always really pretty to me. This building, also this Christmas market. Oh my gosh. Chloe loves Christmas trees though. Maybe that's why. Maybe she just wants to go around sniffing all the Christmas trees, huh? You're going into Protament? No. See how beautiful it is. So beautiful here. But yes, so these were the trees I was originally thinking of getting. Smells so good. No, hey. What is that? Oh, is it for you? I don't know where we're going. I'm just following Chloe's lead. Apparently she has a plan to visit all the Christmas trees. What's this one? She might take that. Not for you. Not for you. Good girl. Chloe is mesmerized. People walking by think I'm crazy, talking to myself and my dog. She also does this sometimes, where she just decides in the middle of nowhere to have a lie down. Let's go have dinner. There are some grumpy old people out today. I just saw two. One woman's yelling at someone, and another man was complaining about me with Chloe inside the Bulgari. I was like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Now it's time to make dinner. And tonight I'm making a pasta bolognese. Very exciting. So, I bet I'm definitely going to have a filter on my face for this one because I'm sick. Although I did do my skincare routine, I look sick. I'm red in certain places and I have a lot of dry skin on my face too. But I think that's because I maybe did a little, like on my nose. Oh my gosh. I think I maybe overdid one of my acidic serums that I have. I didn't do anything different, but like I said in day one, I have to change my skincare in the winter months because my skin changes and has different needs in the winter. But I'm sorry if my energy is going to seem a little lower. My eyes are red too. But I committed to this, so here I am. Yes, I'm sick. I woke up feeling really sick, achy, and sore. It is later in the evening. I did all my work this morning from bed. I've been here all day, like I have my blanket, my laptop here. I did tell you guys on my community post on YouTube, which I do post often there, especially when I want your input. I'll do like little polls and whatnot for you guys to tell me what you would like to see. And yeah, I have a poll up right now. And I'm going to check. So I'm going to check the results. Oh good, my video worked. Okay. I have my video that's going live for you right now too. Sorry, let me just drag my file where it belongs so I don't lose it. Let's go to my YouTube channel and see what you guys voted on. I decided let's do a little like chat from bed, and I asked you guys, do you want me to either talk about the books that changed my life positively, high-end beauty and fragrance worth the investment, or what's currently on my fashion wish list. And I'm really happy because you guys mostly all voted 77% for books that changed my life positively. So congratulations if you guys got that in on time, because that's what I will do. Also, I hope I didn't sway your vote. because I did write, I personally chose the books, but all are fun. Maybe we can cover the other ones. Let me know if you want me to do in another Vlogmas a review of my high-end beauty and fragrances that I believe are actually worth the investment, or what's currently on my fashion wish list. I'll probably be doing that anyway. You know, it's a very gloomy day out, and I'm like in bed sick, and books are just like, they're just a cozy little topic. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I'm pulling up some of my lists, but this will be a little off the cusp. I'm going to go over fictional and then also self-development. Okay, I'll start first with a self-development, and then I'll do a fiction one that I love and that changed my life so much. Well, we'll talk about it in a minute. A self-development one that changed my life completely and positively is a book I read, I think when I was like 23, but I started reading this book quite young, and I'm so happy that I did, and it was definitely during a time when I needed it. And it's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I have not since read it, even though, and I think in the first chapter they say, the author says to read this book again and again. He does talk about reading all the books that really are profound to you again and again, the self-help development books. I'm not talking about fiction or like spiritual, whichever. Reading that book, it really set the foundation in me, I think, why I was so confident starting my YouTube channel, why I was confident in delving into starting a career in business and a more entrepreneurial sense of business for myself, really contribute a lot to that book. He first talks about this lotus, how the lotus grows basically, and that it takes a lot of time, and I think it's like mud in a watery, muddy atmosphere. Yeah, it takes time and it doesn't look like anything, and what you don't know at the time is that there's a lotus being grown, and it's growing stronger and stronger and stronger, but you do not see it until finally one day it pops and you see it. At the time I was like, okay, I'm still really young, and obviously there's a lot to life that I don't know, and I won't have it all figured out right now, and that's okay. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going further and that I'm not moving the needle more towards what I really want for myself. And it helped me to be less hard on myself. And then of course he goes into all the habits, like the book says, of successful people. It is a great book, and I really think it's a good book for a younger crowd, or anyone really, and especially for anyone who's just starting their journey into reading self-development books that teach you how to be accountable for yourself and become successful, and also evolve. And you know, self-development books, you know what those are. I remember when I was reading it, I was like, wow, I wish I found this when I was 16, 17, because I would have ate it up. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People changed my life positively. On to a fictional one. I have it here in front of me, that's why I keep looking down. The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. It was when I was a little younger, and I just remember reading it back to back because it was that life-changing for me. It really brings out such a beautiful perspective to life. And I'm just going to read. The 5 People You Meet in Heaven is a 2003 novel by Mitch Albom. It follows the life and death of a ride mechanic named Eddie who was killed in an amusement park accident. It's not so sad. Don't be turned off by that. It's not traumatic. No, not at all. And sent to heaven, where he encounters 5 people who had a significant impact on him while he was alive. I just got emotional. Okay, well, not to get emotional. I wasn't expecting to get emotional. I read this before my mom's cancer died. Sorry guys, my phone cut out. So I read this book when my mom was diagnosed, right before my mom was diagnosed with cancer. And I think that's why I haven't read it again. Otherwise, I think I would have, because it changed my perspective of life and how special everyone is. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful book. It's so weird looking back because it was so long ago now. I do remember thinking at the time, like, this is such a beautiful book, and it's a book that has really stuck with me, and I still think about every now and then to this day. And like I said, it did change my life positively, and I think it helped me to really better navigate what happened with my mom during that time period where she was still here. And so anyway, I want this to be a positive vlog space, but like I said, on day one, we're also going to keep it real. So that is a part of my life, that's a part of my journey. The next one that I want to talk about is one of the biggest life-changing books for me is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which funnily enough I read right after, like maybe 3 months after, right after my mom passed. Not to make this all gloomy, and I hope I can speak openly about this and not be negatively impacted or triggered, but I don't know sometimes with people, other people, if it could trigger anything. I don't want to do that. That's not my intention, so let me know. This book really helped me cope with grieving, and I have now read it 3 times since, kind of jumping around chapters. So this was a little different for me. It really helped me. It really helped me to understand myself a whole lot more and others, and it helped me feel better about losing a loved one. So Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, and also, funnily enough, before I started that book, and I can't recall, and I don't know why or where or from who, but I started, my phone keeps trying to tell me I'm out of space. I'm not, and I know that. So I had started meditating, I don't know why, and then this book obviously goes in depth about that. I remember I started meditating right before, or delving into it, and then this book just really helped clarify a lot and guide that further for me. It is one of those books that if you are brand new to any type of spirituality, it might be a lot, but keep at it, keep listening, and then just listen to it again. And I say listen because I didn't have the physical book, I was listening to it on Audible. So that book really helped me. But yes, The Power of Now, huge book that positively changed my life. I'm trying to think of more, like give you more tangible reasons of why, but that would be a whole video on its own in all the different ways that that helped me. Another one that has stuck with me also weirdly is Diaries of Nicholas. I'm going to put it here on the screen. I'll find it. That book stuck with me. It was a woman who was quite young, but she was suffering heart attacks because she was overly stressed. In my opinion, now looking back, I'm like, she was too much in her masculine. She was overly stressed, overly worked, and then she went to this like Cape Cod beachy town. I don't want to ruin it for you, but she meets some guys, and yeah, it's Letters to Nicholas. It's something like that, and it's a beautiful book, another beautiful fiction book. It's another one that really stuck with me because again, and now this one I read when I was 16. I think I read it again when I was in university, but it is a great book. I highly recommend. I haven't read it since, and it's funny that I'm referring to fiction books that I haven't read since, so I'm a little like, ooh, but would I feel the same way now? Because I've changed, I've grown a lot, but I just remember that book really impacting me in a really good way. It was beautiful, and it's another book that shaped me into the person that I am today, where I just don't take any day for granted. I really appreciate every day and the life that I get to live. And yeah, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven and Letters to Nicholas, I don't know if that's the name. They've stayed with me, and even though I forget the names of the book, and sometimes I call it The 7 People You Meet in Heaven, and because I haven't gone back to them, there's still those fiction books that have stuck with me, and I've read a lot, and those are the only real 2 that have stuck with me. The reason why I only have those 2 to refer you to for fiction that have positively changed my life is because I stopped reading fiction a long time ago. I think it's been 10 years. I really stopped because I got into self-development and also business books and things to do with my career and my life, researching books and articles that are to do with something that I'm going through now. So I really got out of the whole fiction thing, but I'm open to getting back into the fiction books, so let me know if you have any recommendations. I was thinking of reading now I just forgot the name and it's on my phone. I'll put it here. It's something like The Light something. Anyway, let me know if you have any recommendations of a good fiction book. I'm definitely open. The last book that I want to leave you with is The One Thing. I'm recommending this because it has positively impacted my life. I started it in 2020, fell off of it, got into reading other things, and then I picked it back up in 2022. I'm sorry, I have like dog hair on my nose or something. I picked it back up in 2022. It's still sticking with me. Even here we are going into 2024. There are a lot of lessons that have stuck with me that I've learned from that, and I would say definitely have positively impacted me. And how it's positively impacting me is this: I don't fully agree with it, and I'll say why in a minute, but how it's positively impacted me is that it's helped me settle myself and accept that it's normal that I can't get all things done, and it's normal that I can't expect so much of myself. It's really helped me take a much more balanced approach to life that I really desperately needed, that I didn't know I needed until I read that book. And I think it's made me a much calmer person. It's made me really be okay with the failures. It's not that I wasn't structured before, but it's made me, how do I say, like, have a better long view of why I'm doing all these little things day to day that look like not so much, but knowing that they're going to get me to where I want to go. It's just been a really great tool. Like, I would call that book almost a tool. Like, it's like a little toolkit. My favorite story is the story of Michael Phelps in that book. Basically what he goes over is that you should focus on one thing. Like, there should be a one thing. Not literally, like there's one thing in each area of your life, and breaking it down from career, personal. However, the thing that I disagree with, but he doesn't even say this in the book, so really I'm not disagreeing with him, but I think that this can be easily taken out of context by a reader. The one thing where I disagree is that you have to focus on one thing in career, because then I started getting, I would say, almost like obsessed of like, okay, I need to just find one thing, just one thing, just one thing. Is it going to be TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, or is it going, and that kind of messed with me for a little bit there. And now I realize, like, there's a reason why I like all these things, and I can do all of them, but I don't need to pressure myself. I don't need to do them all perfectly and amazingly and well. That's a whole other topic for another video, and that's also in part to do with why I'm doing Vlogmas. We'll talk about that for sure at one point. Remind me if you think I need to be reminded. I do want to talk about why I'm doing Vlogmas, like the real reason. And I just see so many people, and I know so many people that do so many different things in, say, their career or their personal life and whatnot. So I just don't, I would advise you just to not take it so literal, like he kind of coaches you to, but to take it more as kind of like a toolkit. This is a weird analogy, it's not even going to make sense. I think that's my sign to go, but those are my book, that's my book review. Now I'm like, was this such a great idea to do when I don't feel well? Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Those are my books. Have fun. I definitely have so many more. And then another one that's changing my life, but it's also kind of reiterating what I already thought and how I already think, but I love it and I think everyone should read it. I already told you about it. It's called Factfulness, but I'm still getting through that book. But so far so good. Yeah, those are my books that have changed my life. Let me know if you're going to read any of them, or if you have. I'm really interested to know your opinions and journey with those books. If you've read them or if you're about to, let me know as well. Leave any of your book recommendations below too. I really want to know what books have positively impacted your life, because maybe I haven't read it and maybe I would like to. So please leave reviews. Please leave the books below. I have to go. I'm going to go get into a nice hot shower. I'm so excited. A nice hot shower, and then enjoy my dinner and go to sleep. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.